On September 24, 1944, the 3rd Air Fleet of the US Task Force 38 set out to destroy as many Japanese ships as possible, hiding among the islands of Coron Bay. 24 Helldiver bombers, escorted by 96 Hellcat fighters, burst out of the sky, destroying as many ships in the 15-minute time frame window before they had to return to the aircraft carrier 340 miles away. The attack was ruthlessly successful and left a legacy that wouldn't be discovered until the recreational scuba diving came to this remote part of the Philippines. Coron Bay has the best wreck diving in Southeast Asia, most of them packed in a small area, witnessing over 150-meter long ships from this historical era words can't describe. Each wreck with its own design and purpose, from monster oil tankers to warships, with artifacts, ammunition, and guns, but sometimes scary diving inside in the pure darkness. We will be exploring the wrecks of Okinawa Navy Auxiliary Oiler, Akitsushima Seaplane Tender, Olympia Maru Army Auxiliary Supply Ship, and many, many more. We are on the island of Chindonan here in Coron, but it's actually part of Culion. And this is a very special resort because it is the closest one to the World War II shipwrecks that are very famous in this area. Conditions almost glassy, perfect. Hopefully the visibility will be great. We had a beautiful rising sun, sunrise. All I was missing were a few planes of kamikazes coming through. Yeah. Oh, let's not think of that. We had some rising sun, sun rays coming through the clouds this morning. 5 rays. And then a little bit later, there were a few airplanes coming through.
Really?
Yeah, and then bloop.
It's a water bloop.
Kamikazes. Like the rays. In the channel.
It's not too bad, about 40 meters maybe.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. As we made our way into the dive shop, we had to prepare for the upcoming dives. As well, meet up with the local dive guides, Matt and Jojo. Is that the first one we're doing?
Akitsushima, we go to first, then Okinawa.
They go for the Akitsushima.
Wow.
With 22 to 36 meters deep.
We've never seen anything like this before.
One of my favorites, the Akitsushima.
Oh my god.
Seaplane tender.
Wait, what is this?
That's the crane. They had before like a seaplane, Emily, it was the biggest flying seaplane, it was the biggest seaplane in the World War. It was like a flying fortress with like massive guns and things like that. And the service, beginning of the war, they had 15 seaplanes to service. So the seaplane landed next to them in the water. Then they lifted with the crane,
Wow.
lifted it up, put them down. Then they had like a huge fuel tank in there, so they fueled it up, they fixed the bullet holes and they fixed all the other stuff.
Alright, let's do it. Rock and roll, guys.
Oh, I can't get excited.
Jump on the boat. This is gonna be probably one of the most epic diving we've ever done.
Yes. We've been talking about this shipwreck, and now it's finally happened.
And it's not just some beautiful shipwrecks, this is also Philippines history. I want to give a big shout out to Chindona because they brought in Jojo. He has the most amount of experience in the whole country when it comes to the shipwrecks. He's been diving it for, I think he said 28 years. No one has dove as much as he around the wreck, so we're really blessed to have him around with us today. As well, Matt, one of the experts here as well.
Details now, okay? We have a bit of a current, so you can on the way down hold onto the line. From there we drop the next to this ship there. There's no current, and I'm gonna look for this mask I told you before. Also, I found before a lot of small bullets there. Then we drop down next to this. There's this anti-aircraft gun down there, right? It's thrilling triple barrel things there, whatever.
Alright, first dive, Akitsushima. I think I tried to pronounce it correctly. This is the only warship here in Coron. Only 2 ever built in the Japanese fleet. So this is gonna be a good one. After only seeing pictures and video of the wrecks in Coron Bay, nothing compares to seeing it in front of your eyes. The sheer scale of all the metal, equipment, swimming through this historical site and imagining with all the crew on board, running the ship as well, fleeing from the American attack. A surreal experience able to dive through this ship, which once was a machine of war. And one of the most interesting part about it was able to go through the engine room with giant compressors. In order to check out the engine room, you had to descend in a small hole, but only for those who have mastered the vertical and horizontal buoyancy.
How
good was that?
amazing, eh?
Woo! Definitely my favorite part. The gun, the mask, and the engine room. Wow! That was a good one.
That was good, wasn't it?
Oh my god, I want to do it again. I want to do it again. That was amazing.
Good job. Did it. Always remember, guys, only take pictures. Leave nothing behind except yellow fluid. No, seriously, never take anything. Still in shock?
Yeah.
Alright, breakfast time. What do you get? Sandwich? Oh, it's a egg. Ooh, look at that. I got a banana pancake. Now for the second dive, we descend down to about 30-meter depths, and along the way you can witness how nature has completely taken over the outer layers of the ship, covered in coral and beautiful marine life. This ship is enormous. Look at that rudder, probably the size of a house. And that's exactly where we entered the ship. One of the reasons I haven't done the wrecks in Coron yet is because you have to master your technical diving. Without good buoyancy, you'll have a big problem maneuvering around the ship. Your gear might attach to something, you might get stuck, or even worse, kicking off the silt, which will completely blind you. This is by far the most technical diving I've ever done. This is a mushroom soup. Look at that. Potatoes, my favorite. The salad is so fresh. It's like crunchy.
But if you have something where you feel it,
Look at that.
It's still alive.
Fresh.
Still fresh squid.
Yeah. Support the local islanders.
Wait, what was the other one? What's a crab?
Whoa. Oh yeah, the other one is crab. That's the squid in the bucket. Look at that. Huge squid. And crab lobster. We had that last night. So good. It actually tastes like real lobster. Maybe even better.
You want to take picture?
I don't know about you guys, but the rare occasions we have lobsters, I prefer the smaller ones over the big. They're more flavorful and fresher and softer. Look at these guys. Crab lobster. Like aliens.
Ay, dito ba?
Still alive.
Kita.
The times around World War II in the Philippines are one of the darkest, but I always try to look for the positives in everything. Today, these sites have become world-class wreck diving destination, creating hundreds, if not thousands of jobs in the tourism. But not only in tourism, everything around it. Local constructions, transportation, farmers and fishermen bringing crops to the islands. A beautiful symbiotic relationship between travelers and locals. Diving this wreck was not just a bucket list completed, but a dream come true. We were honored to be able to film and produce this video with all the modern technology we have at our disposal, mixed with my passion, one we will always remember. Thank you. last wreck, we had to drive north of Busuanga to Kyokosan Maru wreck. At about 10 meters depth, it goes all the way down to 41 meters. We had spectacular visibility, awesome coral and fish life, and all around fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.